Hi everyone, welcome to my podcast session. Yes, you heard it right. I've just thought of starting up with podcast as well. So in this podcast, I'm going to talk about a topic or I'm going to talk on a topic which you can speak with me, repeat after me, you can shadow with me, you can take my idea and start speaking on your own, or you can take my idea, my topics, and you can start speaking on your own. You just have to start your video camera or your camera and start recording it. That is the best way to practice. Okay, so welcome back to Discover and Learn. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. And guys, if you haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe my channel, like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section and don't forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost. Yes. So today I'm going to talk about a very simple topic, which is I want to learn to speak English. I don't know how to start with. Okay, so we all English learners have this problem of how to start with or where to start with. So today in this podcast, I'm going to speak about how we can start off with learning this language, learning English or learning to speak in English. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about fluently and confidently. It's just that today we are going to talk about how we can start off with, right? So the first thing which we should do is we should start getting familiar with the language first. Okay, I assume we all know how to read English and how to understand English. Maybe not 100%, but like 50-60% we do understand and we are able to read. Okay, I assume that we all can read 50-60% of English and we can understand 50-60% of English. Now, other 40% or 50%, how do we get to know? Okay, so that is why we have to start understanding the language. Okay, how do we start understanding the language? We have to start listening. The first thing which we have to do is when we are starting off with learning this language is we have to start listening to stuffs in English. We are not in an English country. We don't hear English very often. It's very rare that we get to speak in English or to talk in English, right? It is just during interviews or in office or schools or colleges or any competition or anything we participate in, then only we have to speak in English. So it is not a common language, it is a foreign language for us. So just to complete that 50-40% of understanding the language, we should start listening to stuffs in English. We have multiple things we can do. So we should start listening to a lot of stuffs on YouTube. Okay, YouTube is the best platform. It has n number of things where we can listen to English news, we can do podcasts, we can listen to comedy shows, we can listen to travel vlogs or watch travel vlogs, movies, songs, food blogging, anything and everything which you are interested in, you can start watching, you can start listening to, right? Movies also, you can start watching animated movies, cartoon movies to start with. You can start listening to music, listening to English songs and start grasping the lyrics, start repeating the lyrics. These are very simple exercises which will help you to understand the language, understand English and understand how to speak, pronounce it. So this is the first thing, listening you have to do. And you have to focus on listening. You have to focus on while listening. You shouldn't lose focus. Okay, so this is the first thing you have to do. Second thing what you can do is picking up the rhythm, tone, intonation, which means how this language is spoken, the flow of the language. The way we speak English, we speak our mother tongue, we speak English, every language is different. We all speak every language in a different way, right? If a person from North India speaks Hindi and a person from Maharashtra speaks Hindi, their tone, their rhythm and their intonation is different. Yeah, I hope you will be able to relate with this example. So every language has a different tone, rhythm and intonation. So we have to learn that first. So that is why what we have to do is we have to start doing shadowing. Repeat with me, speak with me, shadowing practice. This is all going to help you with understanding the language and its flow, like the rhythm, the tone, the intonation, and how this language is spoken basically. So start doing shadowing, speak with me or repeat after me. So these exercises start doing. Get into practice of doing this. This is the third point. Okay, which is really going to help you, and practicing in this way is really going to help you with your English understanding of the language and how it is spoken. Okay, the third thing you can do is reading. Read out loud. You have to read out loud every single day just to get into the habit of speaking the language and picking up its tone and flow of the language. Okay, the pronunciation, you have to focus on pronunciation and vocabulary here. Picking up words, start using that word in your own sentences, start using similar words, start following opposite words also, so that if you get stuck with a word, you have number of other options which you can replace that word with. So always learn vocabulary in context and with similar words and opposite words also. Okay, so vocabulary and pronunciation you have to focus on while reading out loud or listening to anything. So reading out loud, when you get stuck with any word, you don't know the pronunciation, you can always check on Google and get the pronunciation, the right pronunciation. Or while listening to any stuff, you have to focus on the pronunciation as well. So vocabulary and pronunciation is another important thing which you have to focus at this point of time, because words make sentences and words are what? They are vocabulary. Okay, so unless and until you don't have a collection of words, you won't be able to come up with sentences or you won't be able to speak in English. So vocabulary is very important, and along with vocabulary, pronunciation is very important. Okay, this is how you start with. And the fourth thing I would suggest is writing. Okay, now what you can do is you can start practicing some writing. Start maintaining a journal. Write something, before going to bed. Make it a habit, like 2 minutes or 5 minutes you're going to write something about how was your day like. Okay, maybe 2-3 sentences you can start writing. Okay, so about how was your day like, or what did you do, or anything experience, anything you want to share, or anything you have recalled, you can just write it down. So start writing. Or when you're listening to any stuff, just jot down the ideas. Right? Point wise, you can write down the ideas. Topic wise, whichever topic you have listened to, just write the topic and write the ideas. Okay, and this will help you in remembering things. Okay, so writing helps you in remembering or memorizing stuffs. So you start doing writing also, it will help you a lot. And along with it, the last thing is, of course, you can start practicing then. Once you start understanding the language, maybe 90% or 80% or 100% also, you can start practicing it as well. Okay, whatever you have written, just try to talk about it. Whatever every day you are doing, just talk about whatever you are feeling, whatever you are going to do. Okay, I'm going to cook. I am hungry. I am tired. I'm feeling happy. I'm very excited. I'm going to eat something good today. Whatever. Start making simple sentences and using these simple sentences in your own word. And start using these sentences every single day. Start practicing in this way and you will definitely get fluent and confident in speaking English, or you'll get started. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.